Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sun Devils offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And man, oh man, that is not a good sign for this offensive line. We talked to this team, man. They talked about they got after the quarterback last week. They were watching him on tape. They had 6 sacks. They've got to do a better job protecting their guy. Opportunity on the first drive, man, they failed early. They've got to do a better job of picking up these blitzes, understanding these guys are going to pin their ears back and try to get to the quarterback.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Complete to the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires complete. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you...
Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, ASU! A great catch and run for 6.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, 1 possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
run inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Quick completion on the out. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Phillips. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. And he's knocked down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves. Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. BYU lines up with a first and goal. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
It's third and goal and third and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this. Makes a grab and room to run. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Handoff for Brown. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
First down, right back to Brown. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Can't get him to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. A give to Brown. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Hard running there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Casper. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high indeed. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, Coach Sataki told me at the half, they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Back to throw, it's Boley. Under fire. He's open on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hand off for Brown. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll go with a direct snap. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Running inside, it's Robinson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And the Sun Devils will line it up on first and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. With this game all but wrapped up, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country getting late in the season, and a loss like this one is doubtless going to hurt your position. So first down will open up the final period. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Running the red zone. It's Brown. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but
it's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Here's the pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession.
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. The 40.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put 1 nail in the coffin.
The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it. It's Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Bolden. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pocket breaking down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely